Okay, thank you very much, Madam Efia. Uh, our project is also on the Center for Coin Libya. That's the title of the project. And the aim of the project is to do blockchain advocacy in Ghana and maybe like in Africa too at large. But for now, the focus is on Ghana. The project is being run as a think tank because we realize that most of the blockchain projects, when it comes to legality, there's nobody providing constant engagement in terms of policy research and also public advocacy for the blockchain community. So we decided to take that up, and the Catalyst community funded us with the support of Wada as well. And so for the first 3 months, we are supposed to, after getting funding, we are supposed to establish the center, provide policy discussion, and then have a marketing and communicating strategy. So we are in the 3rd month of the proposal. For the first 2 activities has been done. We are finalizing our marketing and communication strategy so that we know how to approach media houses, various policy issues. But so far, the impact has been great. I'll discuss few that we have achieved so far. The first has to do with media reach. After establishing the center, we had a lot of media, both written media and then online, and then TV interviewing us and giving us the media presence. And so now I can say that I think for when it comes to public discussion of blockchain in Ghana, every individual will point hands to us in Ghana at the moment, because I got to notice this even when there was a studio discussion on a TV3 channel, and then when I got to social media, everybody was buzzing our handle, and they were writing to the institute Facebook page, trying to find out what we have to say on the discussion that has gone on TV3 network, and it's purporting to relate to blockchain projects, and so they wanted to have our view on it, which we felt was a plus. Then, prior to writing one of the impact that we have achieved is that prior to writing the proposal, we take on a certain policy in Ghana that has to do with testing of electronic transactions. So they introduced the e-levy as a tax to tax electronic transaction activities in Ghana. And so we took that issue on to the government in different OPES and also papers and in various interviews, telling the government that the tax is going to cripple the economy and the businesses, because it's kind of, we educate the public to understand that it's not necessarily a tax that is used to build a nation, but rather it's kind of a thievery that the government is trying to steal from them through that law. And so through our education, we wrote article on that. I'll share those article links on the channel, because if I do that, I'll share the article link. Let me see if I can share it right now. Let me do that. And that article has had almost about 4,000 people reading it as of today. And what is interesting about it is that with the education that we gave the public, today the government has reported that they are not able to achieve their target for the tax, because earlier on they said they wanted to get about 6 billion Ghana cedis annually, and they have revised that figure to 4.5 billion, and now it's almost around a million. So it's basically the government is trying to say that they have not been able to achieve the target that they said, because the public has been educated enough to avoid such payment of tax. It's one of the great things that we've been able to do. The next policy that we decided to pick on was the National Cathedral, that they were proposing to construct a National Cathedral in a form that is not open, a very opaque process, not so transparent, but yes, they are calling on public donation. And so we try to advocate and provide the blockchain as an alternative that could help construction of the National Cathedral, because the project is being faced with a scandal. So almost like every week, like we in the political space of Ghana, we do not go more than 3 weeks without hearing a scandal relating to the construction of that cathedral. And so we decided to say that, hey, come on, if this project was blockchain inclined, those scandals would have been prevented. And we adduced reasons and how such an innovation can be done on the blockchain using DAO, and it will prevent the many scandals that we are hearing relating to the blockchain. Then we also had the opportunity to get invited to the Ghanaian Students in South Korea conference. That's the innovative conference in South Korea, where we spoke about liquid democracy over there. So I would say that basically in terms of the first 3 months, we were supposed to build a media presence and put ourselves out there, build credibility and whatnot. And I believe that so far, it has been so far so good. We have the public engaging us as a trusted voice for blockchain related issues, and then moving on to the next 3 months ahead of us, we are going to write more of policy papers or policy briefs on areas. I can say that just last week we saw the United Nations Conference for Trade and Development they released 3 policy briefs on blockchain, and as we speak, we have a true response to two of the policy briefs, and so we are on net. I think latest by Monday, those papers should get published to engage the justification on the policy of UN policy brief on cryptocurrencies directly, because I think we should have more of that to taking on some of people in academia head on, because sometimes when you read their policy, you realize that it's all about downgrading cryptocurrency and then projecting the central bank digital currencies. And so when we read, I think for the policy brief released by the UN Conference on Trade and Development, it was purporting to say that cryptocurrencies is sort of doing a disservice to people in the developing countries. And I was like, hey, where did you get like this data from? Because people in the developing countries really use cryptocurrency, not because they are even investors in it, but rather they find it very useful to their activities in their country, and even as better than even their currency. If you look at the situation in Venezuela and whatnot, even inflation in Ghana is even on the rise. So people are using cryptocurrencies to sort of give themselves a better alternative. So we are still on it. We'll be providing, we'll be publishing the responses that it's like some is a rejoinder, some is also going to be debunking their policy assertions. And so that's the angle we are taking from next week. And so I'll conclude by discussing our model of operation. Though we are a research entity, we use the popularizer model that's also to educate the public so that they will be able to better make an informed decision. And so we are engaging the public policy, but using the masses, because sometimes the elites or the politicians within the society tend to safeguard they portray as safeguarding the people, but in actual sense, sometimes some of this, they do not really safeguard them. So we try to put the information out there, let the people understand it really from the blockchain perspective, not necessarily taking everything from their leaders, who may sometimes have all the reasons to not even tell the information as it is. So we are sort of creating this to help shape the blockchain space, give a different alternative to blockchain policies in Africa as well, and also right now in Ghana. So thank you very much. I'll share the article on the National Cathedral that we sought to advocate for DAO organizing the National Cathedral to reduce the scandals as well. So I'll share the article in the chat. Thank you very much.